In this video, I'll show you how to set up a proxy server for Ubuntu, configure it for web caching, and how to configure a client machine to use the proxy, all using Squid. Squid is a caching and forwarding web proxy server that provides services for HTTP and FTP, among other common network protocols. A proxy is a substitute agent who has been allowed the authority to act on someone else's behalf. First, we want to check for any updates to our system using the command sudo apt update. Make sure all of our packages are as recent and up-to-date as possible. Next, we need to install Squid using the command sudo apt-y, which means yes to everything. Install Squid. And if you have it already installed like I did, it'll just check to make sure everything is already up to date. There are no new versions. Get Squid started on your computer and running. Sudo system control start Squid. Enable Squid system control. Sudo system control. Enable Squid. The server should be running now, but we can check by using the command sudo systemctl status. Active and running. There's some information about Squid, which version it is. To get out of this mode, you can hit Control-C. Now, to configure the default port that Squid will use to define the access control list and define how and where Squid will store cached web files, we need to open the Squid config files in the Vim text editor using the command sudo vim /etc, which stands for etc, /squid /squid rather than suid, of course, .conf. And here we are in our Squid text editor. We need to scroll down, 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 all the way to about line 1600. Actually, I think I was already there. I was trigger happy. Back up to the top. Here at http:/port 8080, I've configured it already. It normally listens in on port 3128, which is Squid's default port, but we want to change it to 8080. This is a common proxy and caching port. I've changed the cache directive to define how and where Squid will store cached web files using the command cache_dir space UFS space /var/spool/squid space 100 space 16 space 256. And what this is UFS stands for Unix file system and is the Squid storage format. /var/spool/squid is where the cache resides on our system. 100 is the total disk space in megabytes that Squid can use for caching that I'm allowing it to use. 16, the second number, is how many top-level directories Squid can create in this /var/spool/squid directory. 256, the last number, is the number of second-level cache directories to be created. You can also allow different traffic using the Vim editor for Squid, allowing certain traffic, even forbidding your people in your company from using social media during certain times of the day. To save everything you've edited, you need to hit escape, followed by :WQ. Oops. :WQ. Yep, and then it takes you out of there. Now I have to set up my web browser, which is Firefox, to use the proxy. We can do this under Preferences and then Network Settings while we patiently wait for our web browser to open. Preferences. And find in Preferences, you can just type in Proxy up here to make your life go by a few seconds faster. I've already configured it. You need to set it, the port, for 3128, which I talked about at the beginning of this video being Squid's default listening port. And the IP address 192.168.177. It doesn't have to be this exact IP address, of course. You can choose your own. Hit OK to save it. Finally, to check the Squid logs, enter the command sudo /cat /var/log/swid/cache.log. And you can see the output of the logs in the server, who's been in there, what they do while they're in there. CAT stands for concatenate, which means to link things together. I didn't know this until recently myself. And it's a common Linux command used to read data from a file and give it its content as output. And that's about it for our little mini lesson on Squid. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.